Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Amanda and I'm a 29-year-old living in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I like sharing videos about my life and experiences. Today I want to share what it's been like wedding planning and share an update about where my wedding planning is during COVID. So before we get started, don't forget to follow me on social media for other tips and tricks and peeks into my life, and let's go ahead and get into it. So this is just a casual chat about my wedding planning, what's happening with my wedding, and to provide some brief background if you weren't following me along through this process. I got engaged almost 3.5 years ago, back in December 2017. Originally hoped to get married in 2018, but there just wasn't much availability in terms of wedding dates and venues available. So we decided to push to 2020 because I didn't love the year and sound of 2019. Then became basically a COVID bride because we had planned a wedding for 2020, and of course we had to postpone to 2021. So we postponed to August of this year, 2021, and I am pleased to say that I believe that the wedding is back on and it is going to happen. So super excited about that. It's been a long time coming. I've been quite patient, or as patient as I could be, but now I'm just like ready. I'm ready to get married, and I am very glad because here in California in the Bay Area, vaccines have been opening up for everyone pretty much as of mid-April. So I think there's a good chance that the majority, if not all, of our guests would be vaccinated by August. So I am excited about that and very hopeful. I believe as of right now, the guidelines or the city and county guidelines where our wedding is going to be held at currently allows events indoors for 150 people. Now, I originally, before COVID, was planning a wedding for over 300 people. So right now it's kind of cut in half based on the guidelines right now. But for California, we've been hearing that restrictions might be loosening up even more in mid-June. So pretty much after most people are able to get vaccinated fully and completely. So for right now, I think we have to stick with like inviting about 150 guests, but that is subject to increase based on how things go, how the cases in this area go. Hopefully they go down with vaccines. But yeah, so I'm hoping that we can invite a little bit more people than 150. Yeah, excited that we could be surrounded by so many people in one day. So now that the wedding is back on, I pretty much have 4 months to finish planning this wedding. I do not have a wedding planner. I do have a day of coordinator. So I took it upon myself to do a lot of the planning, and I'm quickly regretting it, honestly. I probably could have just spent the extra $1,500, $2,000 for a wedding planner because I am so stressed. I thought I could handle it. I love wedding planning, and I was trying to cut corners and save money wherever I could, but I don't know if I would recommend you not use a wedding planner. But anyway, outside of that, wedding planning right now is pretty much all that I'm doing in my free time. There are so many different details that we have left. Luckily, we do have a lot of the major vendors like booked. We had them booked for our 2020 wedding, and we got them all set on the same date for this August. But there's still a couple vendors that we're missing, like have not landed on a cake or a baker person, you know, to make our cake or any of our desserts. Don't have appetizers yet, don't have a DJ. So there are a lot of small things that add up that we still have not made decisions on that we definitely need to. I do have a dress. I am going to start doing alteration appointments like starting in May, so this month, which is really exciting. And my bridesmaids are starting to order their dresses, so I am very excited that things are slowly starting to come together. But there's just so much to do in so little time. You know, I think with being a COVID bride and like wedding planning during COVID, a lot of the time I feel like wedding planning paused completely because we just weren't sure what our weddings were going to look like or if they were even going to be able to happen. Like I was really thinking like 2 months ago we might have to postpone again, as much as I didn't want to. So yeah, like I pushed out a lot of my wedding planning. I paused it completely for pretty much all of 2020. Like for a whole year I did not touch wedding planning at all, and now I have a 4-month window to cram all the wedding planning in that I normally would have probably spent maybe 6 months doing. So definitely feeling the stress, but this whole experience has taught me to like just be more adaptable, be more flexible, be okay with change, and like just adapting to whatever comes our way. So yeah, I am trying to stay sane, but there is just so much to be done. I am starting to meet with some of our vendors, you know, finalizing details. I was working on our day of schedule timeline, and there's just so much that we're trying to pack into one day. I'm like worried that I'm not going to be able to enjoy it. But yeah, I've heard that it is kind of hard to enjoy because it just goes by so quickly for everyone. But anyway, yeah, let me know if you have any questions about wedding planning. If you are also wedding planning during this time, best wishes to you. I totally can relate to you. This has not been the most fun wedding planning experience, and it is not easy, so hang in there. You got this, and wishing you all amazing weddings this year and maybe next year. So that's pretty much my wedding update for today. I hope you have a great one, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.